Students are heading back to school all over the state of Washington, yet some of them are already learning a tough lesson about last year's test results.
Results of the 2008 WASL were released yesterday. For the most part, performance stayed the same in all subject levels. But according to the federal government, more schools and districts are falling behind in Washington than ever before. KXLY4's John Langeler is live at North Central High School with the latest assessment of how your children are being taught. John?
Teresa, North Central High School is one of 14 schools in Spokane that did not make adequate yearly progress based on the federal government's No Child Left Behind Act. But this is nothing new. In fact, the same 14 schools didn't make adequate yearly progress last year either.
Spokane Public Schools anticipated it, but it is still discouraging.
We were expecting this. We knew it was going to come.
It's the annual assessment of whether schools and districts meet federal education guidelines. Established by the No Child Left Behind Act of 2001, it's a complex system of standards and funding. But at the core, if your child's school or district fails to meet those benchmarks, they can get their money taken away. It's why Washington has the WASL.
I think for parents what it means is that we're trying to get there. We're getting there. It's sometimes harder than other years.
That's because the WASL was more difficult this year. The new test made over 600 Washington schools fall short of federal mandates. In addition to the 14 schools in Spokane, Central Valley, Moses Lake, Meade, Quincy, and Othello have at least 5 schools falling short. The Spokane Public School District is on the list for the first time.
For our district in particular, we're a magnet for special ed students and for English language learners. So for us, that presents a problem because we're asking those students to reach the same standard as regular ed students.
Which is why so many districts have complained about No Child Left Behind for so long. They say it establishes an impossible standard.
Well, it's very discouraging when you're working as hard as our districts worked and when we're getting recognition across the state for our efforts to reach especially our students in poverty when this kind of thing happens.
Now, while those funding concerns are still a long way off, parents of children at federally funded schools can actually move their kids to another school within the district free of charge. But the district, Spokane Public Schools, says just a few parents have actually taken that option. Live at North Central High, John Langeler, KXLY4 HD News.